So recently, everyone's been talking about the new ChatGPT 4.0 model that generates oh so realistic imagery, which has been a thing for a while now. But what's been catching everyone's eye has been the ChatGPT 4.0 enabled Ghiblification of the internet, where people have been generating Ghibli art style images of popular memes and anything else they can find really using the 4.0 model. This, for the people who actually make things, is obviously spitting in the face of decades of hard work by Ghibli and Studio Ghibli. And today, we will explore how people who say that this is just the next evolution of art are in fact a little retarded. Now, I've seen plenty of arguments for why people think AI art will either replace human art or how no one will care if it does. Some people have even said that it's just natural that the product creation process become automated, so to speak. We will go through some of these arguments today, and although I may do a much more detailed video in the future because this subject really is close to my heart. I care about this stuff. I try to make things that are good. I haven't made anything like out in the real world so far, but I've made things for myself that are very good, and I understand what it takes. So I understand the hurt that you might feel when somebody fucking steals it, puts it into a fucking model and generates soulless garbage with it. Anyway, let's go through some of the arguments now. So one of the arguments they present is that the consumer has never really cared how the goods are produced so long as they're produced. I saw a Twitter post that said it is likely that it will be like the textile industry, where the making of clothing was made much more efficient by industrializing and automating it. Then that is high-key one of the most brain-dead things I have ever had the misfortune of reading by Derek over here, and we will get to why. But first, let's muse on something, okay? Let's give this a thought. Spare some time to look at the finer details, if you will. ChatGPT, unlike the textile industry, actually makes nothing. It digitally generates images that it thinks the user wants from the millions of already available images that people and artists have already created. So now that we've established that ChatGPT is not able to create anything, I mean, it's not an artist, it just copies stuff. Let's get back to the question at hand. Will ChatGPT do to Studio Ghibli what clothing machines did to handmade clothing? Well, the simple answer is no. Why, you may ask? Well, it's pretty obvious, but being generous as I am, I will explain it to you. Clothing is something where the most important thing is the end product. As Derek so kindly pointed out, there are still niche markets that care about who made the clothing or if it was handmade, but what they're mainly concerned with is the end product, unless it's made by a designer brand, of course, in which case people care who made it, or if a specific brand has a reputation for good quality clothing, but you get the gist. The most important thing is still the end product. That is not the case with art. Any piece of art is as much an end product as it is the reflection of a mind or a window into a facet of the mind of the artist. The intent and the how and by who it was made matters just as much, if not more, than the end product. Now, that's not the case with every piece of art, but it is with most good art. Not to mention the ability to create original art still only lies with humans. So now that you can commission ChatGPT for your lolly porn instead of your Twitter artist, it doesn't mean that real art is dead or dying. That is just silly. Next, I would like to address the future. And the future, my friends, is in your hands. I would like for there to be an option for opting into sharing your artwork to be used by parasites like ChatGPT or any AI model, you get the point. All media sharing platforms should make it mandatory that you must opt in to sharing your data with each post. Either that or you make the option abundantly visible until it's quite literally in your face. This is not a suggestion, this is a necessity. If you want the human elements in everything we find beautiful to survive. Now, I understand that about 40 people will look at this video, about 2 will make it this far into the video because that's just the society we live in today. But I implore you, beseech you even, that please take responsibility for your future. We must decide to draw a line now before it's too late. First, they made every single second of your free attention into free real estate, and now they're taking away what makes art from you. I've made a petition of which the link will be in the description for you to sign, and if it gets enough signatures, maybe we can get somewhere and do something else with it. But this, this is my drop in the ocean. This is my scream into the void, my flush into the soot system. Please, please wake up, and thank you for your time.